if you guys remember, I think in last week's I told you if I want to make money and bet on an underdog, I would take Anthony Smith over Volkan Oezedmir. I thought he would get it done via TKO. He got it done via rear naked choke in the third round. I think I called third round too. I don't know, you'd have to go back and listen, but I expected Anthony Smith to get it done. And now, the guy's right there in line for a title shot. I think he's right there. He called out John Jones. Is he at that level? I don't know. With Volkan, kind of riding out that storm of the second round, I think that's going to happen with most high-level guys that he fights. If he can get by that first kind of wave from the no-time Ozdemir, your chances of winning are be pretty high. So that's what Anthony Smith did, and that's the blueprint to get through Ozdemir. And there's some fun fights now for Anthony Smith, a real vet. A lot of people just heard of him now, but he's been doing it for a long time, man. He's that journeyman for a long time, win one, lose one, in and out, and finally found his kind of stride at light heavyweight. I'm rooting for the guy. That's a big fight, man. Ozdemir, I think Ozdemir's like, what, third or fourth in the world? He's up there. Yes.
Quick question for all you Ozdemir diehards. You remember back in the day when Anthony Rumble Johnson was, he was in MMA, he was during his run, he fought, I think it was before he retired, so that was the second DC fight he had. There was rumblings within MMA about his sparring partners. Names like Glover Teixeira came up, and then Volkan Ozdemir, his name came up. And what was surprising was the fact that between the two of them, they could take out the whole heavyweight division. That's how hard they hit two light heavyweights. It was murmurs around this, grumblings around MMA about this. It's very strange to see that MMA, at least the top people in his weight division, Daniel Cormier, Anthony Smith now, it looks like they found something to nullify that formula, something to nullify all of that in-house power. And it begs the question for me, how good was Anthony Rumble Johnson? Could Anthony Rumble Johnson compete with the light heavyweights of now? Could he take on Alir Latifi a second time and win? Could he take on Anthony Smith and win? Was it just hype off the fact that Anthony trained with Volkan and they were sparring partners? I want facts for these unknown questions, but back to Brendan.
Had some boys. What do you think of, so Ozdemir said that he had 2 broken nose injuries during camp. Do you think that affected his fight at all?
God. It would depend what kind of break it is, what happened. Definitely didn't help, but that's not the reason he lost the fight. Especially a lot of times there's guys going with way worse injuries, and the adrenaline from the fight, you're not going to really feel it. If it's a broken nose like Roy McDonald had, where if he gets touched and you can't see everything, you see sparks, then yeah, it would have been an issue for him. But, Volkan fights the way he fights. He's not going to turn into a grappler because his nose is hurting. None of that. He fought it, whether his nose was broke or not, fought the exact same way he's going to fight. So, shout out to Smith, man, for getting it done. What else you got?
Definitely.
Let's address the elephant in the room. Anthony Smith made some comments to Johnny Bones Jones. And this is the first time I've ever agreed with John Jones on anything, man. I can see how Johnny isn't impressed by Anthony. Because I watched that fight twice, simply because I couldn't find the right link to it. I found highlights of it that were cut up the wrong way. It was just bad. But when I finally saw that fight, I kept saying, I don't think these guys would lost against John Jones. Clearly against DC. DC's a 5-star grappler, my guy. He's an Olympian, But yeah, that was always strange. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.
So this is a big deal for Asians around the world.
That's huge.
Awesome. This movie, Crazy Rich Asians, it's top of the box office right now.
It was a book too, right, Jim?
Yeah.
Did you guys read the book?
Nah.
It's about time Asians had a movie. This is the first time, right? There was a
Take it easy. Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2. Big Trouble in Little China.
Brandon, that was
Big
one
Trouble
Asian
in Little
guy.
China.
Brandon, that was one Asian guy.
Rumble in the Bronx.
That was one Asian guy.
Rumble in the Bronx. Listen, everyone listen. Rumble in the Bronx.
Brandon.
Godzilla 1, 2.
Brandon, these are. I understand, but that was just some Asian actor.
Enter the Dragon.
Brandon, okay, but that was a long time ago. That was all karate. This is about
The Last Samurai.
no karate in this
Tom
movie.
Cruise in The Last
There are
Samurai.
no swords or karate. This is like human beings having like relationships.
Disney's Mulan.
Brendan.
The Emperor's New
Well, no, it's not
Groove.
Asian. It was Polynesian. God.